Hello. I thought I'd show you the progress I've made on my game. I'm calling it Galaxy. So, if we load up the Galaxy, here we are. It's kind of small right now, but I'm going to add arms and stuff later. We can see a variety of stars generated. Kind of simple right now, but later I'll give them better graphics. We got white stars. This one's called Lattice. Where you can see what types of planets it has orbiting it. And also some more debugging information. We got blue stars, they're bigger, they have more energy. We got little tiny red dwarfs and yellow dwarfs. They're quite cool. Right here we got an NPC. It's an orbit of a planet or a star named Dumfusher. Maybe I should update the random name generator. You get some interesting names. Lazisdan, Danilin. I can't pronounce half of these. They're all real names, or names that could, fit grammatical rules. This one's named Quendin. Calcristor. So let's see what happens if we advance the turn and the NPC wants to move to a new star. Sometimes they have missions, sometimes they just explore randomly. Where's the second NPC? Here's the second NPC. It's in orbit of star Zorlon Calbio. It too will explore. I can add as many NPCs as I want. Looks like it's going to star Cacaldos. But what about it's going to Misery. What about me? What can I do? Well, I can select my own fleets, and I can navigate. So this shows me all the planets or the stars I can navigate to. Let's find an interesting one. This one's called Dumpio. Fermis sounds like an interesting star. Let me navigate to Fermis. So now we're flying to Fermis. Shows that we are in flight. If we try to navigate, can't navigate because we already, we're in flight. But if you want to see what the planet or the star system of Fermis looks like, we can do that. Let me just load up the star system. So in the future, this transition will be a little bit nicer. But here we can see the star system. We got the planets. Here's a planet named Lumtor. It's a nice looking planet, I think. And this appears to be a smaller planet named Zero. Sort of the star. If you click on the star, we can actually see all the planets in the system. So, and the moons too. Looks like we have 5 dwarf planets, 2 normal sized planets, and 2 gas giants. Oh, looks like one of our gas giants. Okay. One of our gas giants is going retrograde. Here we have the gas giant of Al-Onion. It's in a circular orbit. All the orbits are pretty circular, down to I don't know, maybe 100 pixels or something, or a few hundred pixels. Al-Onion doesn't have any moons though. But Daishan Tiobo does. And the moons form circular orbits. This isn't my art, this is just art I found online. I'm gonna make my own art later. This is the moon of Tites. Pretty interesting. Yeah, it's actually kind of interesting if you try to program this using normal Newton's laws and stuff, and the way the spheres of influences work. you kind of have to put the moons very close to the planet that's orbiting. But I didn't think that would make for a very fun game if the moon was, no more than like 200 pixels away from the planet. So I wrote my own custom program, rewrote Newton's laws basically, that says if you're orbiting a planet that your velocity is going to be the same as the planet relative to the star, plus the components of your attraction to the planet. So this means that you get a perfectly circular orbit around the planet, while ordinarily to get a very circular orbit, you have to be very close to the planet, and ordinarily if you're farther away like we are right here, the sun would affect you more than the planet would affect you, and you wouldn't really be orbiting the planet anymore because you'd be outside of its sphere of influence. But this keeps the planet's sphere of influence from being very large, so that's not monopolizing stuff away from the sun. Here's another planet, or Elemtor. I think we already found that one. A zero, small dwarf. Or Dalem. It's just a small planet about the size of Mercury. Here we got Tilovara. It's got a red Mars-like moon. It looks pretty good. I don't think you'll be able to get. I don't think I could draw this, but it would be cool to get art that kind of looks like this. I think I'm still deciding on the art style. Sometimes I want to go more cartoony, like this one. I think it'd be easier for me to draw, but I also kind of like the realistic look, especially if you have like a shadow or something. Makes it look a lot better. Here we got our retrograde moon, or gas giant. I think I just missed the minus sign somewhere when I was writing the algorithm. Anyways, oh, and I can go back to the galaxy. Yeah, let's see. I can control my fleets. Let's say, what's an interesting planet to go to, or star? What's a star with a lot of planets? Some stars don't even have planets. Let's go to the orbital field. No, and sometimes these guys don't load properly. Still working on some of these things. Let's load up the planet. It's a big gas giant. Wow, this is quite an interesting system. It's got almost all the moons have, or all the planets have moons except for one. Mars moon seems to be pretty common. What's this? Is this a planet? Yeah, it's a planet. The one without the moon. Little dwarf planet right here. Skockadale. Anyways, if you have like any thoughts about the art system, let me know. Because I'm still kind of planning it out. Here's Tordalmur, which has, how many moons does it have? It has 2 moons. I haven't found a planet with 3 moons yet. Um, the gas giants can have up to 3 moons, and the regular planets about the size of Earth can have 1 moon. Then we're gonna get about as big as Mars, maybe a little bit smaller. Is that all the gas giants? No, I'm missing one. Anyways, thanks for watching. Oh, and everything gets saved too, which is really cool. So, let's see, that's Fermi's. We are in orbit of this planet, but now, if we want to go to this planet right here, we can, and when we come back, it'll save our location, and you see it saved the NPC locations too. So, some things that I'm gonna work on in the future is I'm gonna load the spaceships. So the spaceships will spawn right here, unless there's other empires, then they can spawn here or here or here. And then your goal will be to get to the planet and colonize it. Yeah, but thanks for watching. Means a lot.